The secret to all business is templates. The secret to all business is a template. The secret to all business is a template. The biggest purchase you ever buy, a house, is just on a basic agreement template. And all you do is change a few things. Your resume. The first time I ever got help putting my resume together, I come to find out a resume is just a template, a basic structure, and you input and change some things around based on where you're at and what your experience is. The most sophisticated documents in corporate world are just templates that become modified. From your resume to your house purchase to your application for credit, for a subsidy, for anything, they're all just templates. And the person who went to school to change the template is just making a modification. When you learn the secret of all business as a template, you won't become overwhelmed by a new project. Because the answer to the project is taking the template and modifying it to the specifics of the new project. Good to see you, Aaron. Aaron knows she's a social worker. I can guarantee, even as a social worker, there are templates that she gives people to apply for certain programs. And she modifies the template a little bit, inputs a name, changes a date, and that's big business. Tony, great to see you. Tony's a musician. I guarantee you, he has some general independent contractor form that he comes into an agreement with and he changes it around. Good to see you, Michelle. When I did QuickBooks, when I was electrical contractor, I got a template invoice from Staples to write up a contract to hang a ceiling fan. Why are we talking about a template for dummies? Because you got to make things simple in life so that you don't get overwhelmed. Overwhelmed people get wrestled down by anxiety and they do nothing. People who are empowered and understand the secret, they're able to have the energy to do. And once you start doing it, it gets easier. Okay. Why? Because momentum builds on itself. A nap takes away momentum, and that puts you in a hole. Staying awake, doing stuff, creates more energy, more income, more opportunity. Michelle's at the beach. I'll tell you, living at the beach is the greatest template to a lifestyle I've ever heard of. See, your daily routine is your template. You show me your daily routine, I'll show you your quality of life. If every day you wake up and you go to a paper mill plant, which I did in Garfield, New Jersey for 2 years, if every day that's part of your daily routine, that's your quality of life. If you decide after you paid your dues and worked in mill plants and everything else, you decide you want to change your life, and now part of your daily routine is the template of the beach. You know, it's like, guys, there's one thing about my lifestyle at this point that don't change. I'm always by the beach. It's a template. The only thing I modify is, do I go to this Starbucks? Do I go to this beach town? That's the only thing I modify. But your template is your structure. See, you're scared to apply because you see this long ass application. But all that is a template, and all you have to do is input some basic data. Don't get overwhelmed by all this other mumbo jumbo. Aaron says there are even templates for treatment plans, depending on the type of therapy being used. There you go. Whether you're a drug addict getting some type of methadone, fentanyl, I'm sure you've been to the doctor's office. I guarantee you got to fill out a template. Guarantee you. Because the doctors are running their practice based on guidelines. And so they give generic templates and you have to fill in the missing blank. That's right. Good evening, Adam. Adam, great to see you, brother. Good to have you, brother. Like I told you today, you do what you got to do for you. I love you. I am not some pastor from Vero Beach or Michigan trying to deceive you. I'll tell you straight up about what I think about your situation and also what I think about what you got to do for yourself. And I tell you, self-care first. Do what you got to do. Keep your money in your pocket if you need it. Show up to a job without a gun. Okay? Be consistent. Live below your means. Get your house in order. Get help if you need it. Go see a social worker if you need to. And don't allow relationships to re-enter your life if the template of the relationship is dysfunction. If you're dating someone who's a drug addict, if you're dating someone who has emotionally abused you and abandoned you, if you're dating someone who has a recurring pattern of dysfunction, the template for your relationship is dysfunction. And you can't correct that. You can input some of your personal information, but you can't change the structure of bad habits. It's a template for your life. Never forget that. Good job. Tony, I'm always having to change contracts. It's a pain, but nobody's going to get over on me. Well, I love you, Tony. I appreciate you. Remember, guys, there's some lawsuits that are not worth it. There's some arguments that are not worth it. We're talking about what's worth it for you is to simplify your life for dummies. The job you have to apply to, and thank you again to the person who helped me my first ever resume. And I modified it from there. But I needed help to start, because I worked retail, then I got in construction, and then after like 7 or 10 years in construction, I went into the corporate world. I didn't know how to fill out a resume. And I had a gracious person help me. And I eventually needed to update my resume, but I wasn't around that person anymore. So I needed to take that template and modify it. When I'm working on a big project, one thing I look at is, did I ever work on a similar project? And then I'm able to reference that template and adjust it. Why? Why reinvent the wheel? Why waste energy? Why not use wisdom? Structure your life. Tony, there are procedures we're supposed to follow when willing contracts, and if anyone breaks a contract, we'll leave and sue. They're blacklisted, and we will never get a musician from the union again. Yep. Well, like you say, lawsuits, they're very much not worth pursuing, most of them. Why? Because they're just going to lead you, in the court waiting on Judge Judy for years. Now, some of them are worth it. Everyone has to determine that. But, the contract is like, it's like hiding your computer under your seat. You're just trying to keep honest people honest. If someone wants to break in and get your stuff, they're going to get it. A template is for people who may not think that they're a rocket scientist, but a template will help you get a corporate job because all you have to do is modify some things. The heart of the work was already done. I want to encourage you tonight that even someone who works with their hands, which I did for some years, what do? If you're installing 10 hi-hats, 10 recessed lighting, and they're pretty much all the same size, what you do is you create, they actually give it to you in the hi-hat box, in the recessed light box. They give you a template to mark out the sheetrock to cut. Why? Because they don't want you to waste your time on something that's it's fixed. I want you to understand at a very simple, dumb level that you could be a dummy and do better than most by structuring your life in a certain way. Number one, wake up early. Number two, don't take naps. Now you're more productive, more alert, more active. Number three is create your daily routine like Michelle was by the beach. Now you have a template of a beach lifestyle. That's why I decided against the country lot. Living below your means is a template for financial freedom, creative freedom. If you don't live below your means, one is you're going to be chasing money instead of following your creative passions. Two is you're going to be caught in a relationship because you need someone to split the rent. Look, guys, when you sleep late, take naps, and don't handle your business, Your life is structured around sharing an apartment. That's the template for your life. And I've met a lot of intelligent people. They use that template even though they're not no dummy. But I'm not playing that game. I'm not trying to convince other people nothing. I navigate around them. I don't try to be a bulldozer. I don't want to rip up a utility because then I'm responsible for it. I want to navigate around potholes. Tony was saying C, but we don't sue, the union does at that point. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I mean, I was part of a union. I eventually left. There's a lot of bureaucracy there. There's some help there. I thank God for unions. But it's a give and a take. I can understand both perspectives. One flying solo. What's up, man? Hey, Sam. Yep. Keeping a routine has done so much for my mental health. There you go. Good. Thank you, One Flying Solo. Shout out to you, Cartoon Mark 100. You're on fire. 615 subs. One Flying Solo, what I want to tell you is you can go to 10 years of therapy. You're going through a divorce. One Flying Solo is going through a divorce. Everyone who wants to get a divorce, listen to this. You can go to 10 years of therapy. What comes before a divorce? Date night. Date night comes before divorce. What comes right before you file paperwork for a divorce? A renovation. What comes after a divorce? Well, it depends on what template you use. If you use the template of self-destruction, depression, self-medicating, then, it's going to be tough. If you use the divorce as a great reset, meaning that if you strip your life to nothing, every renovation of great significance, you have to demo, you have to strip down to the studs. And what One Flying Solo is going to realize is, one is he doesn't need as much physical possessions that he had when he was married. Number two is working on yourself. Self-care is a full-time job even after you're retired and you're a global elitist, like ESP's giving me that thumbs up. Cartoon Mark says, Sam, it was a good question. He goes, Sam, were you scared to make that global elitist, video this morning? And I said, well, there was definitely something in my spirit like, man, you got to play, some people, the nomads, you always got to play that destitute card, act like, you know what I mean? And not even people, nomads, but everyone do it. Old seniors who have $500,000 in equity, they act like they can't spend $100 on a ceiling fan. But see, what I've learned is when you live below your means, guys, you can be a lot more creatively free. So yeah, there was something in my mind like, man, if you don't play that destitute card, people think you're rich. They're like, I'm fine, whatever. But I said to myself, the whole point of the template of living below your means is so that you can be creatively free, not irresponsible. I never preach, even when I'm having fun. I never preach hurting someone. I never preach hurting someone else. I don't preach doing anything destructive or illegal. What I preach, guys, is live below your means and live like a rich elitist so that you can be creatively free and hold your own paintbrush. If I didn't make that global elitist video today, I might as well not have a YouTube channel. And if I just want to have a YouTube channel for business, I know how to do YouTube channel for business. This is business and personal. I mix the two. Why? Because it's a third side hustle. I don't depend on it solely. If I depend on it solely, it's a whole other hustle. And so, it's like, if Jesus, look, guys, if a pastor depends on his salary solely from the church, guys, it's a whole other hustle. If a wife depends solely on her husband for the money, it's a whole nother type of divorce. If a husband, depends solely on his wife for something, it's a whole nother divorce. See, guys, when you are not indebted to one person or one thing, there's a whole nother level of creative freedom. Now, at any time, any of us can be broken. So I never think, because I know life, I already lived through life, I never think that, shit can't really go crazy. But it's like, again, at a certain point, if you're not going to paint your story, then, you might as well just take a nap. It's like, guys, like, if it's just about squeezing the dollar, then, guys, there's a million other things to do, Because like I said, guys, all you got to really be doing is willing to do anything. Most people are not willing to do anything. That's why there's a big market now for entertainers. YouTubers, why? Because people just want to be entertained. How many videos I do about DoorDash? And you know what I learned? Most people want to watch DoorDash videos. They want to watch how to make money, how much money you make, but they don't want to accept 90% of deliveries. When I did DoorDash, I accepted 90% of deliveries. I got Top Dasher, okay, and I used that same template for YouTube, for my main job, and for everything else. Show up consistently, do the work, be good to those who you're transacting with, and that's it. So I don't care who don't like that I'm a global elitist, because they also don't like to accept DoorDash deliveries. They also don't like to get off their ass. So kiss my $10,000 per month and going up ass, because you are an H&R Block tax advisor. I got a certified CPA, because I don't want to get my taxes done by someone who was mowing a lawn the month before. Okay. I want to be on that rich elitist, and if I'm not, I'm still living in a car for 5 years, owning only one bag. So no matter what my bank account says, I did more than most people, even with a subsidy, have ever done. Okay. And even before this, in my prior life, I did nonprofit work. I worked with the homeless. And so to me, I've lived all these different lives. I don't need to justify myself to someone who takes a nap and wants to know how to get their mail, then wants to know how to put up window covers. Guys, these people are delusional. Okay? Don't dumb yourself down. Get a template for dummies to succeed. I want to empower you that you apply for the job with a template resume and update your things and input some of the keywords in a job application. Okay. And refine it. I want to tell you, when you're doing DoorDash deliveries, you should write in a draft email a greeting. Like, I used to have a greeting. I used to copy and paste as soon as I get a delivery. And he used to say, "Hello, my name is Sam. I'm your DoorDash delivery driver. I will text you as soon as I get to the reference." As soon as I get, and I would text him. And then when I get to the restaurant, I had a middle greeting. "Hello, this is Sam, your DoorDash delivery. I'm at the restaurant. I will text you as soon as I'm en route." And so all I did, copy, paste. And every one of those customers, with the exceptions of a couple, everyone said, oh, they loved it that I gave them that attention. It was just a template. It was a template for dummies. People sign up, they get the red card, they get the red bag, and then they sit on their fat ass or their delusional ass. And if you go buy a $5,000 car so you can take a nap with your damn window covers up, guys, you might as well just burn your money, okay, or just give it to a rich elitist. Because it's totally whatever you want to do. All right, don't let me spend your money, but I want to share you my thoughts. Let's go back to these live comments. Click that thumbs up. Leave a comment below. You know what it is, the most consistent YouTuber you ever see in your life. You don't know where your children are. You don't know where your spouse is. You don't even know where your skull cap is. But you know one thing. If it's around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., we know Inspirational Nomads live, even if I didn't get the notification. Because through the grace of God and hard work, I don't have to feel guilty for getting ahead. Because right now I'm in a parking lot and someone's on a sofa and they don't got as much money as me. So when they do the work, when they sacrifice, when they sit on a spackle bucket, when they get coffee for someone in their office, when they show up in a hurricane, okay, when they pick up side hustles even when they don't need them, then they can talk to me. But until they do that, they can't say shit to me. That I treat them like a lawn care service person that turned into an H&R Block associate. I said, well, I'm glad you're doing something, but you didn't get my tax return because I don't trust you. Huh. Shit, IRS ain't going to audit me. You over there, because that's all they do at H&R Block. They just fill in a template. Even my CPA accountant, he knows, he just got a template. But I pay him because he's a CPA, just in case some shit happen. Yeah. I love you. Don't be mad if you're watching. No, I love you. I'm not saying it. Guys, the template, see, people don't want to tell you. I don't know why I don't want to tell you. People feel insecure. Every business transaction in the world is based on a template. From your accountant to your real estate agent, who was a DoorDasher that couldn't get a 90% rating. Now they're selling you a $500,000 home. Oh, God. Yeah, that's right. Click that thumbs down if you're a real estate agent that used to be a stripper or that used to be a below average door dasher. And now you are part of the greatest housing bubble in America. And all you're doing is changing the template and acting like you did something. Am I mad at you? I ain't mad at you. But I'll tell you this, negotiate that commission. If you're selling your house, don't pay no damn 6%, 4% max. 2% for the seller, agent, 2% for the buyer. That's right. Because even though that line item is filled in, how much commission the real estate agent should get, that's negotiable. And if they don't like it, there's a million other real estate agents. And if you can't agree with the house, there's a million other houses. You say inventory's low. Well, it's coming back up. Don't worry, it's coming back up. Guys, people can't hold on to money. Guys, a psychopath and their money are soon parted. So believe me, guys, the bubble will deflate. Why? Because people, they can't hold on to money too long. It burn a hole in their wallet. Yeah, that's right. So I want to tell you this, guys. When you think that house prices won't come down, then you don't know human nature. Why? Because human nature, guys, is eventually there's going to be a divorce and someone has to liquidate their house. Eventually, someone's going to die and the real estate house is going to go into probate. Eventually, guys, market will come down a little bit. Now, don't be a psychopath waiting to buy $1 million house for $2. You buy when it's below your means, and if you can't find something you want, you don't buy. And if you're single with no kids, no pets, guys, don't worry about it. If you're having a family, then you got more pressure. But I want to tell you this, even if you're having a family, I hope you listen to this. If you buy a house above your means, you know what the template is for that? You're going to have to borrow from family. They're never going to let you live it down. You're going to have to pick up 5 hustles. You'll never get ahead. And you're going to be sitting, okay, in your RV outside of your house wishing that you could go on a trip, but you can't go on no damn trip while your house owns you. Never buy a house above your means. It's your biggest expense. Let's go back to these live comments. You know what it is, ESP. I love you. One flying solo, Sam. On my way home, I saw a guy hauling a trailer with French doors. Oh my God, in the back. French doors let in a lot of light, but if you ever got to replace them, you're going to be waiting between 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. for a contractor to come, and they ain't never going to come. He goes, I'm glad that's not me. There you go, brother. My work day is over, but that guy has to go home and do renovations. I want to tell you, I remember when I used to come home from work and have to go do side work. Why? Living above my means. I'm glad I did it. I learned a lot, paid my dues, but you know, I said to myself, damn, what am I doing? Okay. One thing I was doing, which was working. But working and always, guys, when in doubt, do something. Because you can always, okay, you can always cut back some expenses. But you can't just add income without some experience and rhythm. When you don't do anything for years, you're never going to get back in the hustle. Because you just get into this algorithm of living in poverty. Okay. Cartoon Mark. The home builders here are 16 weeks out for windows. They're better than... Hey, guys, I want to tell you. When you live in upstate New York, guys, you need quadruple insulated windows. And then you need dark shades. Why? Because most people who live in a house, even with a lot of windows, you know what they do? They keep their shades covered. You know, they keep all their window covers on. They never let in sunlight. Why? Sunlight offends them. Why? Because it reminds them there's another world outside their house. And all they're trying to do is take a nap and keep the sunlight out. I'm trying to let that sunlight in, let that vitamin D hit my creative soul. Let it hit my libido. And I think about a beautiful, curvy Latina MILF with silk panties. And the juice is just flowing. And they're sitting there watching some romantic movie that's totally dry. Their soup is totally greasy. Okay. Their dreams are totally baked. And their rhythm is totally off beat. This is the life of having a house with windows, but always keeping the shades fully down. The curtains fully closed. Let the light in, guys. Let there be light. Supply chain issues. Well, I want to tell you this. When you're a minimalist, yeah, supply chain issues still affect you. Okay. But the less you have, the less you're subject to waiting around for someone else. The more you have, the more you're waiting around for someone else. Never forget it. Good job, Cartoon Mark. Pat Go. Pat Go's that outdoor cat, that barn cat. I see you, Pat Go. Shout out to you. Shout out to Cartoon Mark. One Flying Solo, ESP. Tony's in here strong. Aaron. And my man Adam. Michelle at the beach. Look, where you live, if you live by the beach, mountains, or in a bad neighborhood or good neighborhood, it's part of your daily routine. It's part of your template of your day. Your day, if you're not careful, can become all your days. And if you don't like the way your days go, you're not going to like the way your life goes. Within your ability, and taking it one step at a time, and once in a while a big step, you better start going in a different direction. That's what I did. And if you don't want to go in that direction, if you don't want to put in the work, then guys, this channel may not be for you. One Flying Solo. Paco says that One Flying Solo. You saw Bob Billows hauling those French doors? I saw a home base with French doors, and I want to be honest with you, I liked it because it let the light in. But I did think about, man, when those French doors got to get replaced. So, look, my ultimate dream property would be a RV lot with a brand new RV on it. Okay, anchored to the concrete, and it never got lived in. And if a hurricane comes, it's just you put a new RV there. That's it. And it's below my means. It's by the beach, etc. Now, I'd be willing to deal with a mobile home because it's very similar as long as I can turn to an RV lot. So I'm looking at that. David Lopez. What's up, brother? I feel like I should be getting up earlier. Well, I think you should. If you're not up by 6 a.m., you're late every day. And if you start your day behind, you basically will never get ahead. The template of your day, like the template of your resume, the first step in a template should be waking up early. Not on time, early. Why? Because you get ahead. You beat everyone to Starbucks. You beat everyone to the gas station. You beat everyone to the job. You beat Now, when I was young, did I always do this? No. There's times in my life, guys, I wasn't always early the first one. No. So I don't want to sit here and boast that I'm this early guy all the time. No. But I'm saying as I develop my life, this is one thing I look at. Okay. So it's like, you don't have to feel bad that you're not getting up early because I didn't always. But I'm saying as you mature, as you grow, make that a goal. I'm not going to say you're going to do it every day, but you're going to get in a habit. And when you get in a habit, a good habit, all you got to do is follow that template. See, guys, if you don't have nothing to do every day, you're going to get up early because that's your template. You're going to go to the gym at least 5 days a week. That's a template. You're going to Starbucks. You're going to walk by the beach. You're going to do something productive. You're going to do a side work. You're not going to take a nap. That's the template for your life. So when you're just sitting there dazing, vegging out on the couch, okay, watching endless prank videos, endless good-looking people, rich people living a great life, and you over there, you got shit drooling all over your shit. Don't just be a consumer, be a creator. Even if you're not a YouTube creator, you're a creator for your life, your daily routine. Within your abilities, within your, etc. So, but I tell you guys, a lot of people have ability, but just don't use it. Paco, it's so nice. So many job openings. Yeah, look, a lot of them, to be fair, are on a lower level, but I've seen some on a higher level too. So, like I say, guys, there's nothing wrong with working a lower level job because I've done it. Take it, though, then take the promotion, show up every day for years, not months, and keep going. And then pick up side hustles along the way, pick up certifications along the way. And then as you get older, things get better. And if you don't want to do that when you're younger, you're going to suffer when you're older. It's the only, guys, that's the template of life. One Flying Solo, Pat, haha. Yeah, might have been him. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Let's go, Biden. Let's go, Biden. I love you, Brandon. Brandon, can't even find truck tires in Washington. National rubber shortage. What next? I don't know what type of truck tires you need. You might have a big truck that you don't need. If you have a pickup truck and you don't work in construction, you don't need it. So what type of truck do you have, Brandon? Why do you have a big truck? That's a sign right there. You got too much. And when I remember when I had a Range Rover, I couldn't even get the oil changed at Quickie Lube. I had to go to the dealership. I don't like that. It was inefficiency. So you may have, so a lot of people say, oh, Range Rover, you're a rich elitist. Guys, I know people's pickup truck. Their pickup truck is worth more than my Range Rover was. And you got a big-ass pickup truck. You need big-ass tires that are in a short supply. And this is how you're not getting ahead. All you need is a Kia Soul, brand new one. Don't buy a $5,000 car. You're throwing your money away. Don't listen to Dave Ramsey. Buy a brand new $25,000 Kia Soul, put $5,000 down, finance it for 5 years, have a reliable vehicle and use it to DoorDash, use it to travel, use it to be efficient. A big-ass pickup truck, if you ain't using it, is like, guys, it's a big waste, man. It's like a big chick with a backpack. Ain't doing much but fucking your life up. Okay. One for solo. I used to sleep on my days off. Yeah. Now I wake up early on the weekend as if it was the work day. You put in work of your life. I do my exercise. There you go. Good mental health and errands. There you go. Productivity. I feel much better. There you go. About my day and yourself. I get everything done early. Oh. You know how attractive that is? You're going to fuck around and find you a person that fall in love with you. No one falls in love with a lazy sloth unless you are an absolutely gorgeous person. And we know 90% of people are butt ugly or average. So unless you are knock dead gorgeous, you better wake your sloth ass up. And you better, not just for other people though, but for yourself. Do you want to feel better emotionally, mentally, physically, financially? Wake up early. Come on, guys. This is the template of success. Cartoon Mark. Kia Soul. I'll check it out. There you go. Aaron, don't buy it, though, if you got a good running car, Cartoon Mark. So, I don't want to lead anyone astray. Let me make a correction. So, Cartoon Mark got a house he needs to sell, and he may have 2 cars. I do not recommend, if you want to downsize, buy anything. It's like when people say, oh, yeah, I want to downsize, so I'm going to go buy storage units. No. You go buy trash bags. So, I want you to look at the Kia Soul, Mark. But before you buy it, I want you to sell your house. I want you to live in PSL for 3 years. And then, when the shortage is over and you're liquidated, I want you to go on that Kia Soul lot and I want you to buy whatever the fuck you want. Okay, why? Because that is the template, okay, for your best life. Good job. Aaron, Miami kid got promotion. And I did, she says, Miami kid got a promotion and I did push the never pass up a promotion thing. And I'm not sorry. Age, 22, income, $80,000. Wow. Aaron, I had to speak up on that one, laughing. He was going to say no because he didn't want to be on call. Aaron, great advice. Aaron, hey, Cartoon Mark, that's awesome. It looks like, I believe her son took the promotion at 22 to be making $80K. Even adjusted for inflation, that's above average. I think the average salary, I don't know, some people say the average salary is, the average salary is $60,000 a year. But some people say, no, that's the household income. And then they justify $30,000 a year. I don't know. You cut the apple however you want it. But $80,000 is above average, especially for age 22. He's going to do great. This is what you tell him, Aaron. Aaron, you listening? This is what you tell him. Don't do drugs. Don't have any kids before the age of 28. And don't have more than 2 kids. Unless you're making $208,000. Now, will they listen? Well, guys, we all been young. I remember 22, guys, I was smoking weed, going to a strip club, but I was still showing up to work. But one relationship make you feel sad, you stop showing up to work. I've been there. One relationship fuck your life up, even if you're doing good. Now, the good news is you can recover. But I don't want to yell at a 22-year-old because I've been 22. But I do want to plant the seed of wisdom, which is what you told them. Take the promotion. Now, the other seed of wisdom is be careful having kids because they'll destroy your life too young. The other is be careful with relationships, but you still have to live your life and experience it for yourself. The other is mitigate risk with regards to gambling. If you're going to invest risky or gamble, you got to learn your lesson like we all did, but just try to remember the seed of mitigation of risk. Only risk 30% of your net worth, no more. And avoid substance abuse. Again, I smoked weed at 22. I drank alcohol, so I don't want to be a hypocrite. I would tell them all these things. And then I would just let the Lord be the Lord. Everyone's got their own life to live and figure it out themselves. Never forget it. Let's go back to these live comments. Let's go, Biden. Brandon. Overlanding Adventures 05. What event? You overland on adventures? GMC Envoy crossover utility that I can camp inside. I want to tell you, you can camp in a Ford Fiesta, okay, with a 2x2, no 4x4. Because I want you to own whatever you want. Just remember, it's got to be efficient and effective in what you need it for. And sometimes just people get sold on this idea of having a 4x4 overlander. And the reality is they're stealth camping at Walmart every night. So if you're out there and you're climbing up a mountain and you're starting a campfire, okay, and you need that 4x4 power and you need the tires big enough to climb over Mount Everest, then that's okay. But if you're stealth parking every night at Planet Fitness and the all-night gas station, you only need a two-door Honda Civic. Never forget it. And they got plenty of tires right now at Walmart for a Honda Civic. Never forget it. Cartoon Mark, hey Aaron, Cartoon Mark. I drive a paid-off Camry. Brother, you got a reliable vehicle. That's all you need right now until you figure out the next steps of downsizing and relocating to have the template of the beach lifestyle. The Salt Life Beach. Good job. Denise is in the building. Aaron, that's what I make. I told him to grab it and never look back. Yeah, get that money while it's hot. Strike while the iron's hot. She goes, for once, he listened. Thumbs up to you and your son. Aaron, he has swarm off the girls. Yeah, get away from me, chicks, for now. And kids, praise the Lord. And no drugs, thank the Lord. Since college, pot only. That's part of being young. Aaron, fingers crossed on that one. But so far, so good. That's awesome. Great to hear. I know it's not easy to be a parent. Shout out to all my parents who have children who are addicted to drugs or in trouble. Okay, so I've seen it. I don't have judgment. I don't want parents to feel bad because I know how life is. So love to everyone out there. And there's no guarantee you may get one good child, one bad. But for everyone out there, I celebrate with Erin, her good child, as far as doing good where he's at. Erin, both my kids don't believe in kids. Well, that's a blessing. But 4:30, praise the Lord. And probably not never. I can't wait to marry a robot. They saw the struggle. No, I respect that. I can understand that. That's our girl, Denise. She was in Cartoon Mark's live feed. Now she's in Inspirational No Man's live feed. Let's talk to Denise. She goes, I had difficulty advancing financially in my 30-plus year career. Because of mental health issues, I appreciate you sharing, but I sure learned a lot. Well, two things. One is if you're in retirement age and you're a female, look, we have to be honest. That generation didn't get the full opportunity as males. This generation is. Okay, so that's one. Then two is if you have a mental health issue, then yeah, it's a little bit harder. No doubt. We have to be honest. However, at least you did something because use whatever abilities you have and your mental health gets better when you're active. So again, I will always preach, do whatever you can within your abilities. And if you're saying you can't do anything, then remember someone else controls you. But if you can't do it and you need help, get it. But I salute you, Denise, for giving 30 years of effort. I pray that your retirement years are awesome. And I pray that you come against every lazy sloth that tries to be your friend and justify the fact that they live below their potential. And they want you to feel guilty for going out there and giving it your all. Never. The Lord gives those who work for it wealth without guilt. Okay. And those who don't love money, okay, for the sake of loving money, guys, they don't need stuff. Okay. And what you're going to realize in life, guys, we've all been in different seasons. You have to have fun with money, buy stuff you can't afford, do this. Then you have to learn to manage money. And then, you enjoy fruits of your labor without feeling guilty. And there's programs for people who are totally mentally disabled. Should we shame them for getting a free apartment? Should we shame them for only paying $300 a month rent? Should we shame them for getting free food? Should we shame? No, if that's what they need. But they shouldn't shame us either. Okay. Because, guys, didn't Chris Brown tell you? Please don't judge me, because then I'm going to judge you, and it could get ugly. That's right. So if you start to judge my rich elitist ass, I will play Chris Brown loud as fuck, okay, in your $300 a month apartment, okay, with your drug addict roommate, okay, and all the shit you're spying on me, I already know the receipts. I already know the underhanded methods that you're using. Okay. But do I say nothing? I don't say nothing. Why? Because I mind my damn business. Okay. So if you start to get too much in my business, you should just mind your own, guys. Because why do you want it to get ugly? I'll tell you why. Because people who destroy their own life, you think they'll blink twice to destroy your life? Guys, that's what they thrive on. So what I want to tell you in life, navigate around them. Why? Because the bulldozer is always looking for something to plow into. Back to these live comments. Where are we at? If I miss a comment, please type it again. Forgive me. Aaron, that's really hard, Denise. I'm glad you learned, though. Amen. One fly solo. Sam, I've had my Kia Soul for years, and it goes up very steep Tennessee mountains, mountain roads with no problem and no four-wheel drive. I remember I was in psychopath mode. I was going up some mountain in, I don't know, Greenbrook, New Jersey or something. And I said, man, it's a good thing I had 4x4 drive. I wouldn't have got that mountain. And somebody that knew me said, Sam, please, you would have made up this damn mountain with a Honda Civic. But in my mind, I thought I needed that 4x4. Now, in the snow, you need 4x4. But, you know, come on, guys. You don't need no damn Overlander. Okay? Come on, guys. But if you want one, that's fine, as long as it's below your means. Good job, one fly solo, Denise. It took me 28 years to break 50K. Well, hey, it took some people their whole lifetime, they never break 50K. Some people never break 15K. So you should be damn proud of yourself, Denise. Denise, I'm grateful I have my career. Well, I want to tell you, gratitude is always the sign of a righteous soul. And the unthankful is the sign of Satan. Okay. So how do you know if you're dealing with a demon? Well, they drive a Volkswagen. They take alcohol with their prescription pills, and then they start talking real nasty to you and spying on you. And, guys, there's a lot of ways you can discern someone you got to be careful around. But I want to tell you this. When someone is grateful, you know, no one is perfect, including me, but at least you know that they have a spirit of gratitude. Okay? And that is a template for at least a good associate and best case scenario, a good relationship, friendship or otherwise. But the ungrateful person, I don't care if they look good, I don't care if they're rich or poor, the ungrateful person should be navigated around and never entangled with. Because the ungrateful person is poison in your soul. Never befriend the angry. Never befriend the ungrateful. Because the ungrateful, there's a certain template in their mind. And their mind is human like all of our minds. So it feels sadness, pain, love, etc. But when you're not thankful, all you focus on is misery. You have to consciously focus on what you're thankful for so that you can navigate around misery. But when you do not find anything to be thankful for, you magnify misery. And that's when you love company. And I want to tell you straight fire emoji, okay, from whatever public parking lot I'm at. And for every hater out there that's sitting in their climate control, house, apartment, or whatever, I want to tell you right now, you can eat a big Hot Pocket. Okay? And you can let that hot-ass cheese burn the roof of your mouth. Because I want to tell you tonight, my CPA, certified accountant, got a template. And he went to school, and I love this guy. But we know It's just, life is just plugging in template formulas, guys. Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, what'd you do here? All right, let me plug this in this part of template. And so in today's world, guys, where there's an app for everything, don't try to reinvent the wheel, man. Just get the right template. It's the key to life. Denise, thank you, Aaron. Brandon, in the mountains, baby. Well, how you got Wi-Fi, man? Because I've been in the mountains of Vermont. I ain't getting no Wi-Fi, okay? And did you know Vermont went up opioid deaths 81% this year, something like that? So I know when I was in the mountains, there was no cell phone. So wherever you're at now, if you're in Walmart, you're getting good cell phone signal. Cartoon Mark, hey, Denise. Aaron, what did you do, Denise? Aaron, guys, crisis call. Gotta run. Woo, woo. Someone give me a siren emoji. So sorry. Have a fantastic night, all. Aaron, we love you. May the Spirit of the Lord be with you. Aaron, guys, all right. Denise, I have a photographer, a graphic designer, and editor. My parents never talked about college, but praise God, I had a mentor who pushed me to go to college, and I earned a bachelor's degree. Well, that's good. Again, a degree is one thing, but using the degree and then working it, and then working in the field you went for a degree for, that's what really will push you ahead, especially in today's time. So shout out to you, Denise, and congratulations. Aaron, love that, Denise. Denise, hey, Cartoon Mark. ESP is listening. You say, Sam, what do you and ESP have in common? Denise, 3 siren emojis. Thank you, Denise. Denise is still working hard after 30 years in the workforce. She could have taken a nap, but she's up. She was in Cartoon Mark's live feed, too. She's on top of it. So what do me and ESP have in common? Well, we're in different parts of the country. I'm in southeast Florida. She's in northwest, the last state in America, Alaska, all the way out there by Russia. And she got this little kettle pot. Okay. And she's been looking at this kettle pot and said, you know what? I'm going to save $2 every morning and make my own tea. And I'm going to save $3 worth of gas because I'm going to stay in this van. Which I could respect because I am conscious I don't want to drive as much because driving is dangerous. And if you have a van, I respect that. But I want to put the template together that if you save $5 a day, okay, and if you times that times 30 days, there's 30 days in a month on average. That's $150. Now, $150 is money, and all money should be respected. But that's the amount of money that unless you were living destitute, you have to really ask yourself, what are you sacrificing for that money? Are you drinking shit tea to save $150 a month? Are you living in a car and not driving to the point where it's like you're living in a closet drinking Dollar Tree tea? Now, if you could save $10,000 a month, that's different. If you could save $2,000 a month, that's different. But and I'm even examining this with the home base, because to be honest, by the time I calculate gas and everything else, I could easily justify the recurring fees of a home base if the property taxes are low enough, HOA low enough. The major issue now is just the right property and the mental hurdle and the long-term commitment. I love ESP. Never forget. I love Denise. Thank you. Brandon. True. Just love them. I know. I'm not mad at you. If it's below your means, I don't care if you get an Overlander. I don't care if you get a Honda Civic. Whatever's below your means. Why? Because I want the car to be the conduit to your best life. I don't want the car to be the payment for your entire life. And even when you pay off your car, you got car insurance. My car insurance is like $170 a month. Florida's very high. And I got an umbrella insurance. So you got to keep in mind what you need. Okay. And he goes, true. I just love them. I'm blessed and thankful. I love to hear that gratitude. My dream is to hit the road and see America in 1.5 years. Well, I'm not mad at that. And I respect your dream. And if your dream is to hit the road, you're going to need efficiency. You're going to realize that 90% of the country is not that much to look at. Most people go to about 10% of landmark destination spots. Most of the country is just highway. with some gas stations, some trap houses, some nice houses, a couple Disney Worlds, a few strip clubs that are left, several pawn shops, and a lot of Starbucks, and many Dunkin' Donuts in the most destitute areas. What are we talking about? This is the landscape of the country. And so the only landscape I've decided I want to see is a beach, a Starbucks, a Planet Fitness gym, or other type of gym, and probably a home base. I mean, that's what I said to myself too. I said, Sam, you're seeing a lot of stuff, because if Brandon hits the road, if he spends 5 years full-time on the road, he's going to see everything he wants to see. So then it's just a matter of, do you want to emotionally commit to an area? This is a good topic. We're about to talk on this. So shout out to everyone watching, man. We're 50 minutes strong. We show up. We keep going. Okay. Let these other people take a nap, man. We'll go overtime tonight. For my nomads out there, this straight nomad talk. I want you to hit the road. I want you to hit the road with an income, unless you're retired or you got some type of fixed income you can live off of. Your income is your freedom, not your vehicle. The fact that the Prius has climate control is not your freedom. Your freedom is your money bag and your health. If you're not focused on your health and your money bag, your car is basically a go-kart. Ain't gonna get you far. Never quit your corporate job until you got 2 years of savings and you got 2 other sources of revenue coming in just as strong. Never forget it. And you got 3 years of tax returns to prove it. Never forget it. So when you hit the road with your income and your health. Your daily routine is the template for your health. You show me what time you wake up, I'll show you your health. If you take a nap now and you wake up late and you're unproductive, okay, and you're sloughing around, the road, what do you think the road is going to be? You're waking up late at truck stops, taking a nap, okay, in the public park, being up all night in the all-night gas station. Just remember, guys, your life, your template of your life is your daily routine. Now, where you live, your car, your van, your RV, your house, that's going to be your individual life, okay, circumstance. But when you hit the road, focus on your health and your money. Every nomad should always have the gig economy ready to go. And when you're ready to make money, you accept. You don't just get the car in the bag. You accept deliveries. So your health, your money, a couple sources of revenue. Time management. Guys, they take you to the RTR. They tell you about buying a fucking bus, an ambulance, the most inefficient vehicles out there. The most financially draining, hard to work on, hard to get parts. Guys, these are not nomadic vehicles. These are death vehicles. Death to your money, death to your health. They're not nomadic. They're schematic. There's no way a nomad, especially a nomad that's not very wealthy, should ever own a bus or ambulance. You ain't doing nothing in that but burning up gas and staying very stagnant. So your health, your money, your flexibility, and your time management. So you may want to see the country, but if you can't manage your time, all you're going to do is take a nap in every rest area in the country. That's true. You're going to say, oh, yeah, I'm in Virginia. I'm taking a nap in the truck stop. Oh, okay. How does Virginia look? It looks like the other truck stops I saw in the other 50 states. Yeah, click that thumbs down if you're in a truck stop. You don't even know what state you're in. You bought a tiny house and you don't even own the land. You should have bought a damn RV, stayed on the road. Because if you don't own the land, you just rented an apartment. You ain't going to take that tiny house nowhere. Where do they allow tiny houses? Nowhere. Might as well buy an RV. Don't be mad at me, guys. These are my opinions. You don't like my opinions? I don't like your opinion about not wearing a mask. So what do you want me to do? You want to talk about opinions now? Guys, everyone's got an opinion. Okay. Let me do what I do. This is my channel. I show up. Okay. So stay mobile until you know where you want to settle. And when you're getting ready to allocate, you're going to spend a couple years on the road. Don't just settle wherever it's cheapest. Settle where you can live below your means and it's a good economy, it's a good area. That's why you keep your income on the road, so that when you're ready to get off the road, okay, you don't have to go back to the regular life in this fucking horrible place. When you're on the road, scout the land for one place that you may want to settle. And scout the economics. Scout and do the work in that place to see what your money bag would look like. Every perimeter should be a Starbucks, a Planet Fitness gym, and a public park and rest area. And a campground. That's your perimeter, man. Know the area. After 5 years, if you stay on the road by the grace of God and through hard work, I don't think you're going to want to stay on the road. And if you do stay on the road, it's fully by choice. If it's not by choice, what you've been doing for 5 years. And if you just got memories, that's good. But remember, if you're not dead and all you got is memories and not a plan, that's not good. If you get on the road, stay focused. Don't get sloppy. You need the grace of God, but you need the work. Faith without works is dead. So, most of the country, the climate sucks for most of the year. Every place in the country has some type of natural disaster, a tornado, snowstorm, hurricane, fires, mudslides. So you're not going to find anywhere on this earth that's perfect. What you're going to find is what's best for you based on your individual personality. What you're going to find is there's some areas that have good economics, some that are bad. You don't have to live in the wealthiest, but you don't have to live in the poorest. If you have the ability to hit the road for 5 years, don't tell me that you don't have the ability to do anything else. Don't sell yourself short. Sell that damn tiny house. Get out of that shit. Don't lease no damn land. Never be scared to back out of a deal. Why? Hey guys, if the deal ain't right, fuck it. As long as you got the ability to back the fuck out. What you want to do? Prove a point to yourself? You want to be stubborn? I want to tell you, there's a reason that every contract template has clauses that you can back out. Inspections, certain amount of days. And if you can't back out, repackage it and resell it. There's a psychopath born every day. You know, like the creator of the circus, Mark said, I think he was part of the circus. The creator of the circus, he said there's a sucker. They said, who's going to pay to see an elephant ride a tricycle? And they said, there's a sucker born every day. So you say, who's gonna pay for a tiny house that they don't own the land? There's a psychopath born every day. Yeah. Who's gonna pay for a Class B van that's got 150,000 miles on it and I masturbated in 200 times? There's a psychopath born every day. If you don't believe me, go on trash day when someone throws out their dookie stained recliner and some psychopath comes and picks it up. There's a psychopath born every day. If you don't believe me, go in the gated community called a storage unit, where people die and they forget to put in their will who gets the stuff in their storage unit, and psychopaths auction it off on eBay. What are we talking about? We're talking about most people hit the road and they got a storage unit. They got the wrong vehicle, and even if they got the right vehicle, they're not using it for its potential. They got a 4x4 truck, but they're spending most of their nights at Walmart. They got a hybrid vehicle, fuel efficient, and they're not using it for gig economy. They're not using it for climate control. Use what you have. And if what you have no longer serves you, you may not need nothing. See, that's the other deception of the nomad. Is that, oh, you need another vehicle to do the next thing. You don't need a hybrid vehicle. You don't need a new vehicle. If you got a hybrid vehicle, you don't need to trade that in for a van. All you need to do take care of your health, your money, and your time management. That's your template. If you got a hybrid, don't get rid of it. If you got a Highlander, don't get rid of it. The only thing you should get rid of is a school bus and an ambulance. Why? Because unless you're a millionaire, guys, those things are the biggest waste, in my opinion. Do what you want. What are we talking about now? This is a template for nomads. What's the template for downsizing? Well, one is the first template is throw out, don't reorganize. Downsizing means you're eliminating, not reorganizing. What's the template to buy something else? Don't buy. When in doubt, don't buy. Can you go 3 months, 3 years without buying anything? What do you need? Now, if your car's broke down, if you've got no way to do something, then you need something. But if your things are working and there's no imminent threat, you don't need anything. Most people need less stuff and more self-care. But what do? They get more stuff and they do less self-care. That's the template for dummies. So, I don't want to talk down to you. I want to talk up to you. I don't want to put you on a seminar that'll teach you how to do nothing but get mail. And if you need someone to teach you on how to apply for a job, at one point I did, all you need to do is look at a tutorial, get a template, and revise it. And after you watch and after you get so much help, then you actually have to do it. After you watch 5,000 DoorDash videos, then you got to do it. After you watch whatever you need to watch, AutoCAD tutorial, how to become a nurse tutorial, whatever you need to watch, then you need to experience so that you can refine. See, guys, after the research, the template is to do so that you can learn through experience. There is no substitute for experience. Now, the key is as we get older, and I've been trying to really be honing in on this recently, we have to try to learn from our experiences. And that's what I've been doing as a middle-aged man. I said, man, where did I fail in this relationship? Where did I fail in this investment? Where did I fail here in life? And I say, I don't want to repeat this. I don't want a condo with shared walls because I don't want to have failure through leaks of someone else or myself. I don't want to start to get so excited about someone else I lose myself. Because that's how you put someone on a pedestal and you put yourself underneath a leak. I don't want to get so complacent that I risk too much money, I get too cocky, and I end up working till I'm 92 out of force, not choice. I don't want to worship anything where I forget that I must manage my time to enjoy my life. Some time for work, some time for play, some time for hygiene. Time management is the major structure of your life. I don't want to go back to living above my means, then I can't be myself. Learn from what you don't want to go back to. Most people are going back to an unhealthy relationship. Most people are going back to a risky investment without managing the risk. Most people are going back to buying something again. They're going back to the car lot. They're going back to having too much inventory. Keep your inventory low. I want to thank you, Denise and Brandon. I'm going to go back to these live comments. Thank you very much for the encouragement. I enjoy sharing like this. I do. It takes something out of me, but at the end of the day, you should be exhausted. At the end of the day, you shouldn't need alcohol to put you to bed. All you should need is a nice, warm, hot shower. And then you put your baby powder in between your balls. You get your scented cucumber lotion. You rub it all over your body. You take out your contacts. You put on your Fahrenheit cologne. Put it in your nostrils. And you sit your rich elitist ass in back of your 5-year-old car with 200,000 miles and clean sheets. You plug in your fan. You crack your windows. You put your earbuds in. And you say, oh, thank you, Lord, for another day where I gave it my all. But I didn't need much to do other than managing my time, taking care of myself well, and only buying based on wisdom, not on impulse. I want you to value wisdom, not just impulse. I want you to always give yourself grace, because I don't think wisdom is better than grace. I don't think. I know it. I don't think the wisest are the best. Ultimately, yeah, look, guys, grace, love is the best. But I'm not going to stop there. I'm not going to say, let's just have this love fest, because that's an enabling fest. But I'm also not here to control people, guys. I don't live with other people because I don't want to force my view on you. And I don't want you to live with me because you damn sure ain't going to force your shit on me. Never forget it. Yeah. Because believe me, guys, the most loving people, yeah, if they live with you, they want you to live a certain way. And that's why I don't live with no one. If I get with someone, we're going to have separate vehicles, guys. Separate house. Separate everything. Stay the fuck away from me. That's how I think. Because everyone wants their space, man. Everyone needs their space. Some more than others. So, what I can tell you is consistency matters. What I can tell you is being aware, circumstance awareness. Like, the other thing I want to tell people out there is if you're dealing with someone in your family, someone in your life, that they have no situation awareness, meaning that they're really naive to some things of the world. Don't judge them, but you have to really navigate around them. Because when someone doesn't have a practical situation awareness, they may have a mental or emotional issue. There's no judgment. But you have to be aware that they're not aware. And that they make their decisions based on a level of delusion. And that could really put you in a compromising position. I've been there. So I've had to learn that the template when you're dealing with someone who is mentally or emotionally not at a certain capacity, that I must really have boundaries and structure around them. Because the template for dealing with someone who is mentally or emotionally not in a good place, you got to have a lot of boundaries. And you got to really be aware that they're not aware to a certain degree. Now, they could be smarter than 7 wise men when it comes to that Rain Man shit. Like, you know, like they don't know like what's going on, but something about them, like when they know about something they need, they turn to Rain Man. So, but don't even try to figure that out. Just know that you gotta have a lot of boundaries. You gotta navigate around. Okay. These are the gems that the Lord has put on my soul to share with you tonight. Over an hour we've been on here. I want to tell you one flying solo. Thank you. He goes, so true, Sam. I've seen half the country now, and most of it small towns and strip malls, chain stores. Still fun to see new places. I am mad. That is true. Enjoy your life, brother. Brandon, let's go, Biden. Wow, reality. Love you, Brandon. Live your own life. You figure it out for yourself. Denise, straight talk fire. Thank you. Brandon, I needed to hear that. Love you, brother. Thanks. Got to work on my template. Surely you're going to figure it out. Why? I got positive attitude. You're grateful. You'll figure the rest out. Denise, a lot of truth bombs here. Thank you. I'm taking notes. Denise, I took some notes from you tonight. What did I take? You worked over 30 years. You had mental problems, but you didn't let it stop you. You did, based on your abilities, you made over $50K a year in your career. I'm taking notes on your shit. Good job. Denise, is that a dolphin? Thank you, Sam. Oh, that looked like a dolphin to me. That may be a dolphin. Thank you. Oh, it's a gem. 3 gem emojis. I'm getting tired. My contact's getting cloudy. Cartoon Mark! Yeah, him. I want to tell you, Cartoon Mark knows how to get me excited. Okay, not in a sexual way, but in a way where he speaks to my fiery furnace. My man Cartoon Mark says $20,000 a month cometh to you. 3 coconut shrimps on the slot machine of YouTube. I want to tell you, for everyone pulling the lever of the slot machine of YouTube, and you got 3 clown emojis, 3 troll emojis, I just pulled the slot machine of YouTube, and I got 3 coconut shrimp emojis. What does that mean? $20K a month. What does that mean? More coconut shrimp. What does that mean? No state income tax even when I make $20K a month. What does that mean? Someone get my conservative accountant on the phone tonight. Because even though he's got a template, we got to add an extra digit to that motherfucker. So I want to tell you, I've been live for over an hour, and a psychopath just woke up from their nap. And tomorrow they're going to do the same thing because they got a template. Wake up late, bitch and moan, be unthankful, go to sleep late, and do it all over again. And I want to tell you, if you can wake up early, stay productive, manage your time, take care of your health, put effort into your life, to your job, accept deliveries, don't deny. Oh, you wake up, you get the template for $20K. But I want to tell you, when you accept 20% of deliveries, oh, guys, I want to tell you right now, you got to take away a lot of digits, man. You working with $2 a month. I ain't lying about that. Brennan, thank you, truly, Sam. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you with gratitude. I hope these videos help you in some way. I'm thankful for all those who show me love. Go in peace to serve the Lord, to serve Elon Musk, to serve your service dog. Who do you serve? As for me, in this Jeep Renegade, we shall serve the Lord with a side of Latino MILF. Never forget it.